What's going on YouTube? Your boy here back once again to have another sports topic. As you can tell by the title, we talking about basketball in the NBA draft, and we talking about the Orlando Magic. Like the title says, Dennis Smith or Malik Monk best fit for the Magic. Now, most national pundits, and myself included, in mock drafts, have the Orlando Magic taking Malik Monk in this year's draft. And I think that is a bad decision. I don't like that decision. Now, let me start by saying, I do think that Malik Monk is the best shooter in this draft. Is the best guy who can get a shot off. I don't know if he's the best scorer in the draft, because I think the best scorer in the draft might be Fultz, but he's at least the second best. And he's a great shooter. But don't let that shooting fool you. I seen comparisons to Lou Williams that are coming off the bench in Houston for the Rockets, a six man, and that's a good comparison. But last week I seen the perfect comparison, J.R. Smith, and that's the perfect comparison. Malik Monk can go out there and get you 35, 40 one night, and the next night get you 2. Same thing with J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith will get you 25 one night, and the next night get you 6 or get you 3. We don't need that disappearing act in Orlando. We don't need that. We need a guy who is consistent, a consistent scorer. We've been needing scoring since Trace McGrady left. Even when we went to the finals with D12, we didn't have a consistent scorer. We had a team full of spot-up shooters. We didn't have nobody who can consistently, night in, night out, average you and get you 25 on any given night. And Malik Monk is not that because he can get you 25, 30 one night and the next night get you 3. We don't need that. We don't need the disappearing that. We need somebody who consistently gets us scoring. And for another thing, my other issue with Malik Monk is his height. He's 6'3", playing the shooting guard position. I would want him to play shooting guard position at that height. I think he's too small to face against other shooting guards. And there was talks of maybe throwing him in at point guard, which I don't understand because I don't see him handling the ball like that or being a good distributor. We don't really know because he had De'Aaron Fox, who I believe might be the best player in this draft as his point guard. So we never really had to see him handle those responsibilities. So we really don't know. But if you're going to do that, take Dennis Smith, who I think has the potential to be the best player in the draft. I think at this moment right now that De'Aaron Fox is the best player in the draft. But I think I think Dennis Smith has the potential to be the best player in this draft. And if you put him on this Orlando Magic team, he's either number 1 or runner up. Either he will win Rookie of the Year or he'll be the Rookie of the Year runner up. You put him on this team, he'll average 18 as soon as he steps in, and that will automatically lead the team in scoring, and he will lead the team in assists, and he will have a high assist total. He'll probably be looking at a double for the season. And I see star capabilities in him. He can cross over. He has the handles. He can distribute. He's non-selfish. Now, he does have a showboater's mentality. He does showboat a little bit. I like that. I think we need that. T-Mac has some showboating. He was up there doing alley-oops to himself in the middle of a game. Not just an all-star game. He did an actual regular season game against Toronto. He has some showboating capabilities too. And sometimes that showboating get you in some trouble. But hey, we need some excitement. We need some juice. Cause be honest, Orlando, be honest, nobody cares about us right now. Like nobody cares about the Magic. Nobody's cared about the Magic since Trace McGrady left. Even when D12 was going to the finals, nobody cared. Now people cared about the Magic in the '90s with Shaq and Penny, and people cared about in the early 2000s with T-Mac. Nobody cared when D12 was going to the finals. They were like, what? D12? The Magic? Beat LeBron James in 6 and going to the NBA Finals? What? They were shocked. They were surprised. Nobody cared. We need some juice. We need some eyeballs. And I think Dennis Smith could absolutely bring that. He can slash and dash and get to the hole. Like I said, he has the handles. He can cross up. He can step back. He can shoot. It's not like he can't shoot. It's not like he's not a shooter. He can shoot. He can step back and hit the 3 with a good percentage. He can sit there and hit mid-range jumpers. Like I said, he's non-selfish. He'll distribute the ball. I know some people are like, well, we got Alfred Payton. Hey, I got mad love for EP. But EP does not have star qualities. He does not have a capability to be a star. In the NBA, that's what you need. You need a star to win And you need to start to create revenue, to create juice, excitement, to get merchandise sales. People buy your jerseys and your hats and your shirts and get you on ESPN and TNT and ABC. So you can get some of the movies, so you can get some of those television deal revenues. So your organization can have more money, do more funding, able to do more stuff, get more salary cap space, able to offer people max contracts. You need that. And for that to happen, you need a star to create revenue. You need a star so you can attract some free agencies. You can attract some free agents, some good free agents in free agency, and not just all these garbage dudes that you're just overpaying them just so you can actually do something, just because you got to spend the money. No, actually get somebody who can create some juice and make people want to come to Orlando. That's what you need. And I think Dennis Smith does that for you, because you put him with Aaron Gordon, and I think either he becomes a star or Aaron Gordon becomes a star, if not both. I think it's going to be a baby Lob City, a baby Paul and Blake Griffin. It's going to be dunks and highlights out the ass, and everybody going to watch. I seen a mixtape from Dennis Smith, and because he's from North Carolina, and both Steph and Steph Curry was both in there watching, and Steph goes, hold up, hey, play that back. He goes to the cameraman like, hey, play that back. I want to see that again. Hey, play that back. Is that the? You have a two-time league MVP, now two-time champion, want your stuff to play back so he can watch it again because you're doing some stuff that got him like, yeah, that's what we need. We need something like that in Orlando. And it's not just something. It just makes perfect basketball sense because he can step back and shoot. It's a threat for him to go into the paint, and then he can step back and shoot. So now you're gonna bring people out there to come. You're gonna bring defenders out there because they gotta defend the shooting. Because if he steps back, there's a threat that he gonna pull up and shoot. And when he does that, it's gonna leave the lane wide open for Aaron Gordon to slide through, lob, or Evan Fournier out there for the three. Let me kick it to Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier can hit a three. Evan right there. And I think that not Mario Williams, I'm talking about football. I'm thinking Mario Hezonja is probably one of the biggest busts the Orlando Magic have ever had, potentially. But he can shoot. And you draft him with the 5th overall pick. Have conviction in your picks and your draft decisions and play him more. He doesn't play. He stays on the bench most of the game. Actually play him more. Because he can shoot. And who knows, with Dennis Smith can make him better because Dennis Smith can get him wide open shots. Because for one, no one really cares about him right now, so he might be left wide open anyway. But Dennis Smith could definitely draw people onto him, and you're going to leave Mario wide open. And then Nikola going to come through the middle. I mean, this shots to Nikola as well. Like, he'd be able to distribute around because him himself can draw people towards him. And when he does that, that leaves the floor wide open for other people to do other things. And he has the court vision to distribute. Not his tunnel vision. He has the court vision to distribute it. With Malik Monk, he can just shoot. And without anybody drawing double teams, they're just going to double team him and stop him from shooting. And how do we not know that he was that good of a shooter? Because he had De'Aaron Fox on his team. Like I said, I believe De'Aaron Fox might be the best player in the draft today. As of right now, I think he might be the best player in the draft. How do we not know that he's the reason why Malik Monk was able to score the way he scored? And plus, also, let's be real, it's Kentucky. Kentucky have first-round picks and stars all over their team. And how do we not know that the Kentucky was just that good and Malik Monk was just able to get shots off? Well, like I said, he does do disappearing acts, and they were still winning. So it wasn't like he was key that the team went when he went. Because it was games that he didn't show up, and they still won, still blowing out people. And not just against sorry teams. So, I think that don't fall in love with his shooting capabilities. Don't fall in love with that. Actually look at it from a basketball sense. And I'm thinking that basketball sense is to take Dennis Smith because he's going to make everybody better. And then he's going to make your bench better because I still think you should take EP and just move EP, have EP come off the bench. And EP is out there getting triple doubles. I'm not going to argue. I got mad love for EP. I think he's a solid player. I just don't think he's able to be a star. And in this day and age in the NBA, you need stars to win. You need stars to draw eyeballs, to create more revenue, and you need stars to win. And Dennis Smith makes everybody around him will make everybody around him better. Plus, he's able to do things that EP can't do. Now EP's probably a better defender and probably a better rebounder, but as far as scoring, it's not even close. And as far as the way he can slash and dash, it's not even close because he can actually finish to the rim. And that's another thing. He has threats. When he's dribbling the ball and he steps back, he actually has a threat to cross him up and go to the hole and can finish, or step back, hit a jumper or a three, wherever he's at this moment, or look around and throw it off. See, when EP does that, EP's only able to do two things: distribute or try to go in, because he can't jump back because EP can't shoot. He doesn't have a jumper. He doesn't have a three-pointer. So, he hits him occasionally, but it's not consistent enough to threaten anybody. And if you're a defender, you'll take that chance of him trying to hit a jumper or a three-pointer and him trying to dash, try to slash and dash you. Now, there's a possibility that if Jason Tatum falls, they'll take him. I wouldn't be surprised at that. I wouldn't be mad at that either, because that way we know that we can keep Aaron Gordon at the power forward position, because that's what he needs to be, because that's what he's most effective at. Don't throw him out there in the small forward. Keep him in power forward position. But I think Jason Tatum will probably be off the board by then. If Jason Tatum is still on the board, that means somebody must have seen my video or felt the way I felt and took Dennis Smith into the top 5. Because I think he belongs to the top 5. I think a couple of years from now, like 3-4 years from now, they'd be like, Dennis Smith went 6 or 7 or 8 or wherever he goes in the draft. He went that far? What? He's going to be the best player in the draft. Especially if he goes to a team like Orlando, because I think he can actually elevate this team and you're going to see his true value. Or if he goes to New York and pairs up with Chris Porzingis, because I think he's going to be able to get the ball to Chris Porzingis, and he's going to have a high shooting percentage as well, and high point per total as well. So, but I don't know about the triangle offense. I don't know if he can run that, because I think the triangle offense itself is outdated, and Phil Jackson needs to just leave it alone. He don't, and then maybe it only worked because you had Shaq and Kobe and Michael Jordan. Maybe that's the only reason why it worked. I don't know. But I just think today's NBA is outdated. It's not going to work. But also, Magic, I think if you take Dennis Smith 2 years from now, and maybe even just next year, you'll be able to attract some free agents. Some people want to come to you. People even want to make deals. And you'll be able to do some stuff in the future. I think they should also try to find a way to maybe try to bring in Jahlil Okafor from Philadelphia. They have Julian B, and I think that they'll be willing to deal Jahlil Okafor. And you can use Jahlil Okafor to come off your bench. Jahlil Okafor has problems defending, but he is a good scorer. And I know he has problems defending, but he can score some. He can score some. I think maybe if you pair him up with certain people, he can play better. But he might stay in Philly. Who knows? That's just me just thinking. He's just thinking outside the box. And also, I'm a Duke fan, so maybe I just want to bring in Duke people. But if that was the case, I would rather have Jason Tatum than Dennis Smith. But I seen Dennis Smith and I fell in love with his style of play. And like I said, he has a comparison to Steve Francis. And for all the stuff that people give Steve Francis, there was a time and day when Steve Francis' early years with the Rockets was the franchise. And I'm not saying he was the Rockets franchise. I'm talking about nickname-wise was the franchise, and he made people the way he was crossing people up. Steve Francis was one of my favorite players. Early Steve Francis, early Rocket Steve Francis, when they was in the blue pinstripes. That Steve Francis was one of my favorite players back in the day. So, but that's why I'm thinking Orlando. That's what I think y'all should do. Like I say, it's just my personal opinion. I think they're gonna take Malik Monk, but if I was you, Orlando, please, 'cause I'm a Magic fan, been watching y'all since 2001. Please, if y'all get this video before the draft, please draft Dennis Smith. I think it makes perfect basketball sense. But I'm not here to beg. I'm just here to talk. Just run my mouth a little bit. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. You got any requests, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do it. Don't matter if it's basketball, football, soccer, baseball, hockey, golf, bowling, whatever you want to know. If you want me to do specific topics on certain players, certain generational players, teams back in the day, what teams should do, what teams haven't done, what teams need to do, let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. I ain't got no problem. I love sports. I consume sports. 80% of my day is about sports. I'm watching, researching, looking up, doing all type of stuff about sports because I just have a love and a passion for it. And when I get to talking about it, I have a high passion for sports. So if there's anything about sports I could talk about it, I'd be all day. So I ain't gonna hold y'all no more. Thank you for watching. Like I say, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Comment if you haven't. Go ahead and do it. Throw in sports. I holla.